Welcome back to Morocco. On one of our exploring days, we went out to see some of the best gardens they have and then grab a bite to eat, stroke some cats and have some food. It was a really nice area to visit. I would recommend anyone going here if they're in Marrakech. Hello!
Stolen your baby.
And coming up in this vlog, I have a better run in my second bullet of the opener. I get lucky a couple times. I end up head to head with a multiple bracelet winner. Stay tuned to see if I can win that ring. So one of my New Year's resolutions was to do a bit of stretching every day, like 10 minutes. And it's been really good. When you're traveling, you often can't find time to like exercise, go to the gym, and look the difference it makes. So this is at the start. So today is the opener, bullet 2. Today we're going in for level 1 or 2. Play from the start. Have a lot of big blinds, feeling confident, and looking at the field from yesterday, it's not particularly strong. It'll be nice to get a cash. Also helps with money at the start if you cash your first one, you can keep using that bit of money. But yeah, I've got 40% action sold for the opener, which is about $500, £400. Sun's out again. Let's have some fun. Rate the hat, guys.
1.5 tops.
8 out of 10.
I think
Thanks,
it's
mate.
a bit racist.
It's not it's not as good as this one.
If it wasn't nailed onto the wall, you could wear it.
Well, you could wear that one, I could wear this one. Okay, but do you remember last year? You got to touch the ring for good luck.
Why do you have this here?
Because last year it worked. It was good luck. There we go. You got a ding. Bet you think that's a tree, don't you? No. Fast.
Little grinders team here with the horses. Hey, there they are.
Playing on your own over here, Frankie. Second break today has been really slow, but I've just managed to have a massive spin about 5 hours in and turn 20k into 80k. So now it's time to keep it going. One hand under the gun limps. I isolate mid position with pocket nines. The guy calls. The flop is queen 8-7-2 clubs. I have a club. I bet 25s, bet small, and he calls. The turn is a 7 of diamond, double flush draw. I go check because I either want to size up and go massive or I want to just check it back, I think. So I do. And then the river was the 2 of clubs and he overbet 1.5x jams. And I'm like, I do have a blocker, but I don't think that's enough here. I think he might just have rivered it. He could have bluffed me though. I definitely could have been bluffed. But I think it's fine to just not take that spot and live to see another hand. Right, so we're on dinner break. I got a table change, moved over with about 15 big blinds. Serial limper limps. I decide to jam on the button. He's hijack. He calls off with king 10. He's also got a shitload of chips, so I thought he might call off with stuff like this. So it's kind of a good spot to try and chip up a little bit, which I needed to. And then I got it all in. I opened 10-9 suited. I turn a straight, and the open end is straight flush draw. And guy also has 10-9. I just bink the flush on the river. Shout out to my favourite dealer. And so now I'm up to 80k, but then I lost a bit. This was actually a weird spot. So my friend Rosalie's boyfriend Dinesh sat down and he's an absolute crusher. There was a limp under the gun and I ISO pocket 9s 3x. He thinks for a little while before jamming 20 bigs on me. He then says, uh-oh, that's not good. I show over the 9s and he says, oh, it's a flip. For some reason I had a feeling that he was going to be shoving light here. Maybe the exploit is that he knows that I'm going to ISO to want to play in position, but I won't know how to handle these kind of jams over the top of that. So I like the play from him, but I'm interested to know whether it's good to call off the 9s here. Let me know in the comments what you think. So I had one spot, blind v blind, small blind raises, he's a decent player. I call with queen 8 of spades, and the flop is jack 10 diamond, diamond, 2 of spades. So he checks. I decide to bet large here, just kind of representing a jack, and then I can go kind of 3 streets of value. It's 50 bigs effective. So I want to be large and bloat the pot. That was my thinking, but it's actually wrong. And so he calls. The turn is a 5, and I decide to go large again, just continuing to represent the jack and kind of B70. He calls again. Now the river is a 10, which I think is a very bad card, because even though he might start to fold 10s depending on his read on me, but I don't think he would, because there was still the diamond flush draw out there, and he's probably going to think I still have bluffs. So I think he's going to have a lot of 10x, and I decide to go for the give up here, and he has ace queen. So yeah, he was calling me a little bit light, but also had a lot of equity and outs for the river. A bit disappointing to lose a chunk there, and then I've basically just been card dead again. I've been through a lot of these waves today. It's been tough, but now I'm going back in with 7.5 bigs straight into the big blind. So if I get through the blinds, I will have 5 bigs left. But yeah, let's go. Okay, I won the chip race. That's something.
Take a look. Easy.
Alright, so I somehow found a bag. I got lucky in a couple of spots. I thought it was all over. Yeah, so we were at the 8k big blind level and I had 74 and we bagged there, but there might be a rollback tomorrow. So, I mean, the best thing would be if it was 4k, but it's probably going to be 6k. So, yeah, let's go. Okay, this is what I'm having to resort to make a cup of tea. Didn't know we're in 1942. Day 2 for me. Put the ring for good luck. Ready. No expectations really. I've got 12 big blinds. Just gonna see how it goes, and hopefully I can spin it up and make a really good run of this. There's about $75,000 up top for first. We've got a prize jump from 8,000 mad up to 11,000, so I'm very happy I didn't lose last hand of the night last night. I'm on the button. I have ace 2 off. Standard shove, folds to me, I shove. Get called eventually by the big blind who has like king 9 suited and they flop a flush draw, but I somehow managed to hold. And then I pick up a shorty, an extra 50k with kings against 8s, standard spot again. And then I had the one crazy spot which I wasn't too sure about. So under the gun opens. He's got 20 big blinds. Mega stack on his left, flats. The guy on his left shoves 15 bigs, and I'm on his left and I look down at ace king off, and I've got 35 big blinds at this point. I'm like, oh, are these ranges just too strong here? Am I just gonna run into kings and aces here a lot? But I decide to go with it. I send it, the 35 bigs, everyone's like, whoa. And it folds back to under the gun who like side folds, mega stack folds. I'm like, phew. And then the third guy is all in, and he shows ace king. So I actually had the free roll on the turn, but more than happy to chop that. So yeah, chipped up a little bit then. I've then not really played anything for the last 40 minutes. I've got 20 bigs right now, so it'll be a bit less going back. 12k big blind. Let's keep it going. There's only 39 players left. I've got 2 jumps, and yeah, I'm chilling. Little did I know that I was about to clash with a multiple bracelet winner. Alright, so a bit of a roller coaster. I did have one spot. Bracelet man raises MP, and I have ace 2 off on the big blind. I have 20 bigs, he has 14. The flop comes 663. He bets third pot, and I decide to call. I just don't think I have much maneuverability with a check raise bluff because all my sixes are going to want to call. So I'm going to have to raise, like, I guess I have like pocket sevens, but even that I'm going to start to shove back on him because he has 14 bigs. So I just didn't think check raise was right here, but I couldn't fold either. I think I just have to float and see the turn. Turn is an 8 and he goes all in for pot. And I really, really wanted to call him. I know he's going to have a lot of bluffs. Every hand I've seen him play today, and it's been a lot, he's blasted off every single one. The only one or two he showed down, he had something. So yeah, obviously he's a good player. He's an aggressive player. He's going to blast. And it's making me want to call. But then I start thinking about it, and he's probably, his image of me might be that I kind of wouldn't float as many ace highs on the flop. And he probably thinks I'm quite strong here at this point and that I'm going to have a few calls on the turn. So I just had this feeling that he was a bit stronger and just had a strong pair, 9s, 10s, something like that. The other thing is he could be bluffing with ace, king, ace, queen, a better hand, or something like king, queen suited, which, yeah, I'll be ahead, but he still has a lot of outs to beat me. So I think it's a big risk to call here. I think the fold is fine. But at the same time, like, he can have bluffs. Oh, this hand sucks so much. Right, so first of all, I should just fold flop because I know he's going to fire turn pretty much no matter what, and I'm not even happy if an ace comes. Then at the time, I couldn't figure out a raising range, but you definitely need one here for a number of reasons. Firstly, because there's ICM and I can put pressure on him as a shorter stack than me. Second of all, the board is good for the big blind range. And third of all, it's a paired board where you tend to do more raising than calling. Also, when I said I don't want to raise the 6x, you do. When you're out of position, you tend to raise your value more than in position where you can slow play it more often. I totally see here why the solver wants to raise fold this. It's not a very good calling hand. Even though it's 0 EV, I just hate the play. I just raise flop and fold to a jam. There we go. I'm disappointed with that. I think I could have figured that out in time, but you know, we live and learn. I had 11 bigs. I shoved ace jack. I got rejammed on by a guy slightly shorter than me by ace 10, and unfortunately 10 on flop, and I couldn't get there. So then I had 2 big blinds. I folded a few terrible hands until I was forced in on the big blind, didn't look. And yeah, we were in a 3-way pot. Look over, I've got jack 8 off, so I've got outs against his pair of 10s. Unfortunately, again, couldn't get there. So yeah, it's a shame. I'm quite gutted. Yeah, disappointed. I really thought I was going to go the distance in this one. We'll go again tomorrow. Got my pretty pink chip. And that was it really. I'm pretty tired now. We've just done a small Sunday grind. And yeah, heading in for the mini main tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Let's do it again.